Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I thought today we could do just a bunch of fun, bookish things together. Here's my inspo for this video. It's gonna kind of be like my monthly reset videos, except minus the like cleaning. So it's gonna be like monthly reset, all bookish things, and I feel like that'll be fun. Starting with my June TBR. So we need to use the TBR jar to choose my TBR for June. I'm excited because I didn't do the TBR jar for May, so it's been a while since I've done it, like 2 months. So let's start. Book number 1. I think I normally pick 8 books, so we might try 8. Or we might do 6. Book you plan to annotate. Oh gosh, we're getting serious right now. Let me open my shelves up. I don't annotate very much. The only thing I annotated Funny Story, and I didn't like Funny Story that much, but I still annotated it. I think that I know for sure a book that I'm gonna annotate is Jane Eyre. So is it time? Is it time to take this off the shelf? I am kind of in this moment, I'm kind of into deeper reads, like classics, deeper meanings, books with depth. So I actually think this will probably be the perfect month to add Jane Eyre to the TBR. Number 2, Goodreads award winner. I guess this is the perfect time to plug my Goodreads if you want to follow me. It's where I keep everyone up to date with all the books I'm reading and all of my reviews. Best books of 2023, Pineapple Street. I haven't read that, but I also don't own it. Do I own? No, I don't own Pineapple Street. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia, I just read that. Okay, mystery and thriller. Okay, the winner was The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. And I've already read the first book, so I can't add the second book to my TBR. Okay, let's do this, because I feel like that's the most accurate, like it was the actual award winner, and that just makes me feel more honest. A Cover You Love. I love that. Okay. Actually, it's a book that I just bought. Let me go get it. Okay, A Cover I Love. I actually had it on display in my office. Ministry of Time by Callie-Ann Bradley. I saw Haley Pham talk about this, and it's a Tribe Tamil, a time travel romance. And she was like getting super deep about the book, and she was like, so many people on Instagram were saying like, oh, it's just a silly little book. But one thing I love to do is get way too deep about fictional books. So that's what I plan on doing. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. And it's a cover I'm obsessed with. Okay, next one, Closed Door Romance. I don't even know if I own any Closed Door Romance. Is Beach Read a Closed Door Romance? There's 2 explicit scenes. Okay, never mind. Oh, isn't Lynn Painter a closed door romance? Me actually kind of not even knowing what closed door means. Would that be like Twilight vibes? Where it's not like, I don't know. Okay, anyway. I'm pretty sure these are closed door. Now, which one do I want to read? The covers are so adorable. I don't know which one I want to read. Okay, I think I'm going to do The Do-Over. Because I think it's like a Groundhog's Day trope, where you kind of like relive the same day over and over again, but it's Valentine's Day. So I think I would think that's funny. So we're going to go with The Do-Over. I want this big pink one down here. Why do I do this to myself? A genre you don't normally read. I feel like down here are all of my just like gen fic books that, I don't know, I just normally don't read general fiction. Oh, actually, you know what I never have ever read is sports romance. That one kind of hurts. And I have been wanting to read Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. Right? A hoops novel. I don't know if I'm gonna like sports romance. I really don't. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Okay, book number 6, the lowest rated on Goodreads. We're getting so many Goodreads ones today. So it's supposed to be like out of the books on my shelves, which one is the lowest rated on Goodreads, and I have to read that one, except I don't have all of my books on Goodreads right now. So I think I'm just gonna like pool 5, and then out of those 5, we'll see which ones have the lowest ratings. I think that's what we'll do. What do I wanna pool? Beartown, Green Dot, Bringing Down the Duke. Oh, out of these 5, whatever has the lowest rating is what I will read. Give me a moment. I really need to compile all of my books onto my Goodreads so then I could just go to like my lowest rated. but I don't have time to do that right now, so we're just gonna do it this way. Okay, so Two Twisted Crowns has a 4.46 rating. Bringing Down the Duke has a 3.95. Green Dot has 3.75. Beartown has 4.29, and Conversations with Friends has 3.76. That means Green Dot is gonna be the lowest rating out of this little stack. Okay, here's our TBR for June. I added After I Do because that is our book club book pick of the month. And if you want to join, it's free. It's always linked in the description. We're reading After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So here we go. Let's move on. New and improved reading corner. Kaylin's giving you an example of exactly what I look like on a daily basis. But I keep my TBR right here. So let's switch out the old TBR for the new TBR. This wasn't even my TBR. I honestly just started putting random books up here. Maybe I'll just put this one up here, like how should I do? This one was over here, so I'm just gonna put it back how it was. Stunning. Barnes and Noble. Okay, this is what I'm looking for, the next book, the 6th, The Wedding. So there's only 2 books in this little series, so is it only gonna be those maybe? So I don't know if they're gonna have it.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy.
Okay, so I guess the 6th Wedding is actually kind of like a novella that I could read on my Kindle. They don't have it like in store, so I ended up deciding to pick up the Nantucket series, which the last book comes out in June, I believe. So I got the first 3 books, and then I'll just wait for the 4th to come out. But I'm loving Ellen Hildebrand's writing lately. It's so good. I kind of thought about picking up Book Lovers because I heard that a lot of like older sisters like this book. I don't know why. So I'm gonna read the back of it and we'll see. I think I'm gonna pass on Book Lovers until I read Beach Read, because I don't know why I didn't love Funny Story, so I don't know if I'm a Emily Henry stan or fan.
Piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again?
Bag secured. I'll give you guys a haul when we get home, of course. Okay, we're back home. We got some Chipotle. I'm recovering from, I can't get over how cute this is right now. At the end of the day, I'm just a girl. Anyway, I'm recovering from the stomach flu. It was really bad. We picked up Chipotle and I can only eat like literally 4 bites and I have to take a break. Okay, these bangies are banging. I need them back. Let's do a little foot haul. And I also, my nipple cover things, these things, sometimes they just gotta go. First book I got is A Summer Affair. So like I was saying in the store, I'm gonna start, after I finish 28 Summers, I might read the novella. It's basically a novella, so it's not even a full second book. And a lot of people said it's like not even worth the read because it's set like I think 4 years after the end of the current book or the first book. So it's not like a necessary read. So I think after that I'm gonna read, well, I really wanted to read The Perfect Couple, but when I pulled it up on Goodreads, it said it's the 3rd book. So I was like, okay, because this one, it's like they're on Nantucket and there's a murder, so it's like murder mystery, and I need it in my brain. First 2 books are A Summer Affair and The Castaways. So I picked up these 3, and then the 4th book will be Swan Song. Only other book I picked up is, how beautiful is this cover? I'm just gonna give you a second. How stunning. So pretty. And I don't own a copy of Pride and Prejudice. Oh, and the paper is also Again, I always forget what this paper is called when it's like this torn edge. And it's so beautiful. The original cover work in watercolor, pencil, or ink by fashion illustrator Ruben Toledo. Anyway, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, it's stunning. I love a good limited edition, special edition, classic cover. So pretty. So that's my little book haul. Now I think what I'm gonna do is update my reading journal. I'm excited about that because I didn't do it at all last month, so we actually have a lot to update on. So since I redid my office, we put we turned this area into like an arts and crafts area. So I put the shelf that has all my crafts on it over here. So we need to figure out what I need to be able to do my little book thing. Journal. This little thing a while ago. I think I actually vlogged it on this channel. So that I could just take this, fill it up from my little station, and then take it to my workstation in my office. I feel like that is very crafty of me to come up with. Little pins. Okay, let's get this party started. I have my reading journal.
Mommy, I'm gonna take a picture of you.
Oh yeah. Please, please take a picture of me. Okay, when you take it, make sure I'm in the middle, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, wow, I have not opened this in so long. I don't even know where to begin. I'll just start page 1. I need to figure out how many books I read in, I don't even know, when did I leave off? Bride in February. So I didn't fill this in for March or April. So I need it. Let me cook. Let her cook.
I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I
Here is the update. I can't even tell you guys what time it is. It's significantly later in the day. And I'm not even like honestly done. I might start wrapping it up soon though. Okay, so I filled in, I can't give you a hug, but you can hold my hand. I filled in the books that I've read in March, April, May. I thought that I only had missed 2 months of filling out my journal, but May is literally over, so make it 3. So I've read 20 books so far this year. I have a goal of 100, so it's not looking great. Okay, then I also filled out my bar chart. So I only read 2 books, March, April, May, and then I filled in the book club books, but I just haven't done the ratings yet. I have all of my physical TBR written out, and then I highlight whatever I've read. I still haven't done this part because I've bought a few books since then, and so I need to fill that out. But this was a very daunting thing. My favorite book brackets, I started filling in the rest of them. So Check and Mate, I just like put my favorite book that I've read from that month, which I only read 2, March, April, May, so it was kind of easy. I only had 2 choices. So Check and Mate, Emily Wilde, and then The Midnight Library. And then I was able to choose between Check and Mate or Emily Wilde, and I like Emily Wilde more. But I'm not ready to make the decision between Normal People and Emily Wilde yet. I'm just not. So that's gonna stay like that for a little bit. And then I went through my author backlist, and only thing I've read so far is from Ellie Hazelwood. I read Check and Mate, so I have that on here. And I have already pre-ordered Not in Love, which is going to come out next month. Or this month, basically, by the time you're seeing this. So that's exciting. I updated my series tracker. I put in I put in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series because I started that. And then I also put in Emily Wilde right here. And I need to honestly start finishing up some of these series. Just honestly took a little peek-see at my anticipated reads because I was like, what was I anticipating at the beginning of the year that I just do not care about now? Like, honestly, most of these books didn't care about. Like, I read Bride. I haven't read, well, I'm gonna read, I think, my first Lynn Painter book because of the TBR this month. So if I do like that, then I'll probably pick up Happily Never After. I read my first Sarah Adams book this year and absolutely hated it. So I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. I honestly don't think so. This is the next book that's gonna come out in June. And I also did not like the first book in the series. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. Did read Funny Story. So yeah, now right here needs to go Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. That's why I had to like print out some books. The new Sally Rooney book that comes out in September. And I'm very excited for it. Like it's probably gonna be a 5-star read. I don't know why I bought like a bunch of Papermate pencils and like in basically all of my erasers, they're like dry. Like, why does that happen? Why are my erasers like dried out? It's so weird. Like when I try to erase, it's like, do you hear that? Versus like this one isn't. And it actually drags and erases. Please, if somebody knows why that happens, help me out because it's super annoying. And it like drags black across my paper whenever I forget that it's dried out. There's the new Sally Rooney book all updated. I'm gonna highlight the date in a little bit after it's more dried. I don't want it to smear. Oh, I could also update my DNF graveyard finally, because I keep forgetting to print out the books to do it. So I DNF'd Murder in the Family, and then I also DNF'd Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Super cute. I love it. I love that it's finally like filling out. I mean, I hate it, but I kind of love it. I also filled in my reading log. So all the books that I read, and then I put the date or the month that I read them, and then my little star rating. That's all. So now what I need to do is I think I want to start making a spread of my TBRs monthly because I feel like that might encourage me to like actually read the TBRs. And then also like some of the books that I start, I want to write my thoughts about them as I read it. I feel like way too often I start to like, okay, I started 28 Summers. I'm currently reading it. And normally I'd be like, oh, at the end of the month, at the end of June, it's May 30th, I think today. 30 days from now, I think that I'm gonna remember exactly why I liked a book or like every single thing about it. No, my memory is not that great. So no, I wanna start jotting things down, especially if I start a book and I'm like 50 pages in and I'm like, I know that I'm gonna love this book. I want to remember my thoughts about it. I need to like start doing that kind of immediately. So I think I'm gonna do that for Funny Story and 28 Summers and then just start from there. I would do it with Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, but again, I already forgot a lot about what I don't remember enough to like actually write out specific things, you know? But I know that I love this book. It was phenomenal and I cannot wait to reread it. Anyway, we'll see where we go from there. It's like the third book to really get into it, but it's just like I have no desire.
My will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bone,
here's the update. I've totally forgot to print Ministry of Time, so that needs to go right there when I remember. And then I was just First of all, why do I suck at drawing stars? Like, I cannot freehand draw stars. Look at me trying to practice. I was literally trying to okay. Anyway, I'm loving this so far. I think after I'm gonna write the synopsis and then like my thoughts all around. Okay, I discovered that I kind of need more space on my bookshelf. So I think I'm gonna move the books that I've read down so that I need like this shelf open. So I'm gonna do that.
Words you told me. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all.
I love being like a teacher and having like a snack basket in my office. And I was telling Kaylin that sometimes it's just fun to like exercise your abilities as an adult to like do whatever you want. Because I don't know, I feel like growing up food was so like policed. That's all I'll say for that. That like as an adult it feels weird to like have a snack basket in my office or like in my room. It feels so weird. Like sometimes I just get that feeling like I need to ask permission. So I was telling Kayla, like sometimes just for like for the psyche, for the child in me, it's fun to just like do stuff like this because I can. Like I'm just exercising my freedoms, you know? Anyway, and it's super cute and fun. Like who wouldn't want a snack basket? Who wouldn't want a snack basket? I mean, it's a snack basket, so it's looking good. Like I want to just like keep this open in case I need to like, oh, I'm on my iPad, I'm done. Okay, let me just put it right here. You know, I need some space. Cute. Good morning. You guys want to know how late I stayed up last night reading this book? 3:20 in the morning. I almost did a 24-hour reading challenge. I made it to, I think like page, oh my gosh, I only have this much left. Wait, I'm sad. I made it to page 300. I'm on summer number 21, which means I have 7 more summers to read about. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. There's 417 pages and I'm on 302. So basically 100 pages left. I can't. I literally am obsessed with this book. It's got to be a 5 stars. Like obviously I'm not done with it yet, but like it is so good. I don't think I've experienced one bored moment reading this. This book is about 28 summers, so it's basically they have a relationship where they only meet Memorial Weekend on Nantucket. So, and that's like what Elin Hilderbrand's all about, Nantucket. She's like Nantucket queen. I think most, if not all of her books are set on Cape Cod, Nantucket, Boston area. And that's like the extent of their relationship. And we're kind of trying to see if are they gonna get married? Do they end up marrying other people? And so it's following every summer what happens, and it is so exciting. But we already got kind of a glimpse in the beginning that something's obviously wrong with Mallory, or she's dying, or I don't know, something's wrong with her. And so it's just like, I gotta know what happens. Like I gotta know what happens. It's so good. It's so good. Like the fact that I was awake, guys, at 3, like I had to tell myself, okay, I have to go to sleep. I wasn't even like really tired. I could have finished it last night. I mean, I was tired, but I wasn't tired of the book. Like I just loved it. I don't know the last time I had felt this way about a book. And I'm like, is Elin Hilderbrand, is she my favorite author? I don't know. I need to read more books. That's why I picked up more from Barnes yesterday, because immediately I need to read another one to see like if it was just like the first book I picked up from her I just happened to love or what. But yeah, it's, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I honestly love that it's also just a 1-book like series. It's not like a 10-book series, because I need to stop starting series. Although I'm gonna keep starting series, but I really need to stop. Oh, I got a gift from Clarins. They sent me 2 of their Allure Best of Beauty products. Back in 2017 or 18, I actually did a brand deal with Clarins for their double serum, and this actually changed my life. Like, my skin looked so good, so I am so happy to have this in my routine again. I'm like obsessed with it. Also, it, like, the smell of it is nostalgic because I used it back then, and they also sent me one of their lip oils. My hands are so dry because I just was cleaning the pool. Smells like fruity. Ooh, I like this. I love a lip oil though. I love lip oil. Thanks, Clarins. This is so cute. Such a sweet gift. I'm happy. Allure Best of Beauty. Boop, boop. So anyway, I'm gonna get an energy drink, and I guess I'm just gonna keep reading because this book is everything to me right now. I'm sorry. No. Oh my gosh. I have like 2 hours left in this book. It has to be 5 stars. There's no other option. I don't think I've ever rated a book 5 stars before I even finished it, but wow.
Hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
You ever have to read the last few pages?
All
Like,
gone.
so sad. Definitely 5 stars if you couldn't tell. Definitely. No, this is too much. It's too much. It's literally midnight. My sleep schedule is absolutely awful. I don't care though. It's summer. That's just the vibe. I filled in more of my 28 Summers page that I'm doing. I've been thinking about it all day. I just love, I don't want to hype, I don't like hyping books up too, like, I love hyping a book that I think deserves it, but at the end of the day, we all will like different books a lot of times. But oh my goodness, that was such like just a my Goodreads review was perfect book. Okay, but I thought that I'm kind of bored right now, so I kind of want to update my Notion. I'm glad that I'm getting on top of my reading journal and my Notion before it's too late, because I feel like if I would have waited another month to update it, like honestly, I think I would have just thrown in the towel and said like I'm done. Because then it's too hard to track down like what books I read, where I read them. It just becomes too much. So let's update my Notion. So I've officially read 21 books because I just finished 28 Summers. I also just started After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I also just started Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, but I'm doing the audiobook because it's narrated by Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is a queen, and I really am enjoying both books thoroughly right now, so I'm just like kind of on a roll. I'm not mad at it. Okay, I need to fill in my book tracker. So okay, and then I would rate that. Okay, wait, Check and Mate. See, Check and Mate, my rating for that is hard because I think I want to rate it like 3. Honestly though, I actually think about that book pretty often, but I don't give it a high rating because I felt like it was kind of weird that it's like a YA book, but there was so many mentions of intercourse, and I just thought that was kind of weird. So I feel like it got a 3. I wish she would have just written it for the adults in the room, and then it probably would have been a 4.5, because I loved it. Like, I love the premise of it. I've never read any books about chess, so that was a lot of fun. Okay, so Emily Wilde actually gets 5. Yeah, okay. Funny Story gets 3. And then I also read The Midnight Library by Matt. I was always so impressed that booktubers could remembered the authors that they read, and now I'm at the point where like I can easily remember what author I was reading. Okay, Check and Mate was March. Once Upon a Broken Heart was March. Butcher and Blackbird is April. Blue Wilds was April. I did not know The Midnight Library is considered fantasy. Like, is that so weird to anybody else? I would not think that that is considered fantasy. Although obviously what is happening is like not real, like would not happen, is not like a real thing in the real world. But it's still just so strange to me. Okay, this like that I have down here, this gallery, I don't know that I care about this anymore. Like, I just don't know what is the point of this. Like, genuinely, what is the point? I can just put my notes up here. You know what I mean? So I think that I'm done with the gallery. Like, meh, don't care about it anymore. Taylor Jenkins Reid. Also, after I do buy Taylor Jenkins Reid is, oh, I have not read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book this month or this year. That feels weird. Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's so fast. Like, it's crazy actually how fast the whole group is reading it so far. Let's look at my book wish list. I haven't looked at this in forever. Yeah, I haven't added anything new to it. Honestly, I think that's all I'm gonna update. Oh, I did not update it for April, May. Let's do my June TBR, because that's kind of fun. I've kind of loved the sailboat emoji ever since 28 Summers, because 28 Summers has a sailboat. Oh, I can check off the ones I read. So in January, oh wait, I read all those. I read Butcher and Blackbird, and I read The Naturals. Wait, I'm not mad at this little TBR. I read a lot of my TBR in January. Okay, February. I don't even know what book that is. When I did read Once Upon a Broken Heart. Okay. March, no. I don't think I read any of them. I read Check and Mate. The Ministry of Time. I really feel like I'm on a roll this month, so I think I'm gonna do good. Okay, well, I'm filling this in. I might as well tell you guys about what I think about 28 Summers, because I loved it so much, obviously. And I think the biggest two takeaways is, first of all, it actually feels like Ellen Hildebrand sat me down. We were sitting, maybe even me and Ellen are just sitting right here, and she's telling me this story about her friends that live on Nantucket. Like, it felt like she was telling me a true story. Like it was actually happening, versus telling me a story about fictional characters. It actually felt so real. And I don't know if I've ever felt that way about a book. Like, I've definitely felt like I'm like, oh, I'm rooting for these characters. I really like these characters, or I like how, you know, whatever. I like XYZ about whatever character. But I don't think I've ever felt that a character feels so real that it's like, dang, it's not real. And that kind of hurts in and of itself. Because I just read Funny Story and then immediately read 28 Summers, and Emily Henry and Ellen Hildebrand have the same initials, EH. So for some reason in my brain, I'm just like comparing the two stories. Like, what did I not like about Funny Story that is being emphasized by 28 Summers? Number one, the characters feel so real in 28 Summers. Like, it just feels like my grandma is telling me a story about when she was younger. Like, these people were real. I also feel like the way I experience Ellen Hildebrand's books feels how I thought I was going to experience Emily Henry's book, because in my last video when I said like this book is a 4-star book, but like my experience with it is more of like a 2.5, 3-star. Like I just don't care about it. I felt like it dragged in some places. The characters feel so fake and fictional to me. Not really rooting for anyone in the story. Like Starfire was funny, but like I you know, it wasn't like it was just nothing to me. So unfortunately I am comparing them. Okay, wait, I think I'm done with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna wrap up my notion. I feel like it's pretty updated and I feel good about it. I feel like the experience I have with Elin Hilderbrand is what I thought I was gonna feel reading Emily Henry's books, just based on how they say that they feel about reading Emily Henry's books and the experience that they have with it. Because I do, like, it's weird, the rating system in all of our brains is like your experience with it, how you felt, how the characters made you feel. Did the author, even if you don't feel great about the characters or the story or whatever, did the author accomplish what they set out to accomplish? Like, I don't always rate books based on my personal experience with them. Sometimes books get a higher rating because I'm like, oh, I think that Ellen or Emily, that she was trying to portray this message and she did get that message across, so therefore she deserves a higher rating, especially if I'm going to rate it like on Goodreads or publicly or whatever. Because I do think that they accomplish what they set out to. That's why it's kind of hard to rate stories that like you just did not like. Like When in Rome by Sarah Adams, I hate that book so badly, but it's really just because the writing style is not for me. And sometimes I can feel weird like rating books low because of my experience with it, when Sarah probably accomplished exactly what she was trying to. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a whole different tangent rant. On the back of the book, you already kind of get the trope of it, so you know that it's going to be a cheating trope. A lot of people hate the cheating trope. This is my first book I think I've read with a cheating trope. And I thought like I'm definitely gonna hate it just because of that simple fact. But the way that Ellen writes, I was so mad at her because I'm like, the way that she literally has me rooting for cheaters. Tell me, how does that make sense? Not only the cheaters, but also just like everyone in the story. Like she wrote them so perfectly. Like this is why they feel so real, because they actually feel like real people. And so you don't want to like be judgmental, and you're almost like, obviously it's wrong, but like, oh my gosh, you feel for them. Like you're like, wow, the situation you're in sucks so bad. Like I understand why you're doing what you're doing, even though I wouldn't do it. But wow, I feel it's just like the craziest feeling, and any book that can just make me be like, wow, she really got me there. I also think I do a good job at compartmentalizing like fictional stories in real life. And like even in Funny Story, there's a lot of stupid things that like I would never do or want to even be around people that do those things or say those things, and I still like appreciate the story. Also in 28 Summers, you like are so heartbroken for Mallory because you're just like that feeling of wanting to be around the person that you love. Like if you've ever had a crush on someone, if you're married to someone you actually like love, like you feel like you can't breathe without them, not being able to be around that person, like that feeling, like I felt like I could feel that like heartache while I was reading it. Like her feelings were my own, and it made me so thankful that I'm actually married to someone like I actually love and want to be around. I just like, I had so much gratitude reading this book, because like I literally was like snuggling with Caitlin. Like I was genuinely, my gratitude was like pouring out of me, because I'm like, wow, this girl, like she loves someone that she only gets to see for 3 days out of the entire year. It's like her soulmate. Like if you believe in soulmates, I don't necessarily, and I don't believe in soulmates, but I do think that like I know that I've never met another person like Caitlin. So it just makes me think that sure, there are men on the island that she has loved, liked, whatever, but no one compares for her to Jake. Just like no one compares to that connection. And it just made me so thankful to like be married to someone that I have that connection with, that I want to do everything with. Like I don't have to, I get to be around him every day. So anyway, yeah, I felt all the feelings reading it, and what a great book to start off the summer. You know what I mean? Like that was just, this is just such a good feeling. Like I'm just so happy about it. So anyway, I cannot wait. I think that my next video will be like a summer, reading summer books for a week, because I need to read another Little Red book and I need an excuse. So we finished the gallery wall tonight also, but you'll have to watch on the other channel for that. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.